Is it too late now to say sorry? 'Cause I'm missing more than just your body. Is it too late now to say sorry? Yeah, I know that I let you down. Is it too late to say I'm sorry now?
This is chapter 3 of the story called Mine. Now, be forewarned, this chapter contains exhibitionism and light stripping. If you don't know what those words mean, do not Google it.
Google it anyway. Just delete your history afterwards.
But you can't delete it from your memory. Unless you're the bloody doctor.
You know, actually, what's that website? That Urban Dictionary website, yeah? I went on there to look for something a while ago, and it said most searched for result was something like anal. I was like, what? I was like, hang on a second,
What are people into these days?
I was in absolute shock. Oh my god, that scared me. I was like, okay then.
Everyone's into anal these days, I guess. The doctor's point of view. Oh, shizen. I quickly put the coordinates in for P's flat. Oh no, is he going to do this to Danny?
People ship that, you know.
Doctor and Danny.
Yeah.
Dr. Danny.
Oh god, don't say that. Dr. Donna's enough.
They said Dr. Donna's acceptable.
Yeah.
Dr. Danny, no.
No. Don't like Danny.
Did
Fuck
your
him.
cats just bloody choke out there?
I don't know, I didn't hear anything.
I exited the TARDIS and Clara was sitting on the sofa with a shocked expression. Doctor? She squeaked as she stood up. I could sense that Danny was here too. He must be in the kitchen or something. I thought I told you that I didn't want you anywhere near PE, I growled as I approached her. She paused. Sorry, she said in fear. I glared at her, waiting for her to correct herself. She sighed as she looked. Sorry, Master. I lifted her chin up with my finger. Please don't leave, Doctor. I smiled and I softly placed my lips on hers. I meant it, Clara. I do love you, okay? I whispered as I pulled away. She was cut off as PE entered the room. Clara? Exclaimed. Oh, hello, PE, I said with a false smile. I could tell that Clara's heart was beating fast even though I wasn't touching her. Does her heart need to pound that fast when you're touching her? I then put a hand on the back of her neck and brought my lips to hers. What do you think PE started? I cut him off. Hush now, PE. I'm just showing you that she belongs to me. Clara, you don't belong to him. You don't have to do what he says. He can't make you do anything you don't want to. Just stay with me and we can have a normal and healthy relationship. Danny explained.
This is like the worst drama ever.
I could tell that Clara's core was aching for me, not Danny. Where's her core?
Probably your whole body. Right now.
Now you see, PE, the problem is she wants to be mine. Hence the title.
Oh.
I told him as I walked up towards the TARDIS. That's not true, surely. Danny hoped as she looked at Clara. Clara took a step toward him but stopped when she winced in pain. I smirked in victory. Of course she was still burning. What did you do to her? Danny asked as he started to walk towards Clara. I quickly said, Clara, if you let him touch you, I'm leaving. Her eyes widened as the fear of me leaving forever. She quickly stepped back away from Danny, despite the pain. Clara, don't be stupid. You love me, not him. Clara
I thought you were saying I can't be stupid. Oh my god.
Clara didn't answer him. Right, he questioned. Clara nodded. Right. My heart's broke.
That's quite quick there.
Clara's point of view. Oh shit. I turned to look at the doctor, who seemed to look hurt. No, doctor! I didn't mean that! The doctor quickly turned around and went into the TARDIS, closing the door behind him. Seconds later, the TARDIS dematerialised. Clara, Danny started. I turned to look at him. Danny, I sighed, I'm breaking up with you. Wait, what? He exclaimed angrily. My heartbeat quickened as he placed his lips on mine. No, you're not. He placed his hands on my waist. I would fight back, but I was still in excruciating pain, and it hurt to even move my foot slightly. Tell me what he did to you, Clara. I promise I will be 10 times better. Oh no, is this Danny doing it now? I shook my head. No, you don't get to do things like this. But the doctor does? He questioned in confusion and shock. I managed to free myself from him. Well, he did claim me after all.
This is something that should not be spoken about in public.
You never let me. Did you tell him that... Did you tell him or did he force his bite upon you? No, I didn't let him. He did it against my protests. But now I'm learned to accept them, that I am his. And always have... I can't read. And always have... And I was always... I always have been ever since we met 2 years ago. Fucking hell. Clara, you're delusional. He's forcing you into things. Yes, he is. He practically tied me to a bed a few nights ago, but I'm his, so I do what he wants.
Why is she telling him this?
Explicitly.
It's like, look at them.
I then pulled out my phone and texted him. Doctor, come back and take me away from Danny. I broke up with him. We can do whatever you want. I do love you. I was just nervous. X. Wait, she texted... Oh!
Is she texting you? It's like, whoa, that's a long text. She's been starting there for like a while, isn't she? Just texting this like...
Oh, wait a minute, is this a text? Even though I said the word texted. I was actually... Why is she saying X at the end of her phone call?
X!
I then started to count down as I put my phone in my pocket. 5, 4... Why are you counting down on the question? 3, 2, 1... Then there it was, the sign of the TARDIS. He always comes back, I muttered. I really hope that being the Doctor is a good idea.
Well,
No, it isn't. The Doctor pulled me in through the door and closed it straight after. He quickly sent us in the vortex. He then turned and wrapped his arms around my waist and started to place soft kisses on my lips. I wrapped my arms around his neck in response. Somehow. What must the TARDIS be thinking?
Tara's probably like kinky as fuck, so she's like watching it like, ooh, popcorn. Virtual popcorn.
Do you love me, Clara? Of course I do. I just didn't want you and Danny to have a fight. I didn't think before speaking, I explained. Okay, good. He pecked me on the lips once more before walking to the other side of the console and pressing different buttons. He could turn from loving and caring into fearful and dark within seconds. I had to be prepared for anything. The Doctor's point of view. Oh gosh.
It just gets fucked when it goes into his point of view.
I smirked at her from the other side of the console. Right, I said as I pulled one lever. Seconds later, we landed somewhere. My Clara, have you ever heard of exhibitionism?
And here it goes. Here it fucking goes.
She bit her lip and nodded cautiously. Yeah? Well, this planet is all about exhibitionism. And I'm going to take you there. On this planet, males from different species come with their naked female slaves and all partners. I explained as I walked towards her. Pardon me. They also believe that women should be put on a lead on this planet. They are treated like pets, but the women do enjoy it. I started to unbutton her trousers. You better not check anybody out when we go there. What?
What the fuck? It's just escalating so quickly, like extremely fast.
Yep.
Why are they just having some like touching moment for like a few seconds?
There is something in the air that has heavy effects on humans, making them want other males/females.
I thought you said making male slaves. I was like, Clara! Clara's gonna get fucking so many.
I pulled her trousers down. I then palmed her through her already soaked knickers. I will be the only person you want, understand? Yes, master.
Why the fuck do we go through these things?
She understood instantly as her heartbeat increased. I lifted her sweater up and over her head and tossed it onto the console. You're beautiful, my Clara, I said as I took in the sight of her in her bra and knickers. She gulped in response. I unclasped her bra and lowered her knickers. Yes, 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 very beautiful indeed. I mumbled. I took out a collar from my pocket and instantly clamped it around her neck. It restricted her breathing quite a bit. Don't try to adjust it, otherwise I will tighten it, making it even harder for you to breathe. I told her. I then brought out a lead and attached it to the collar. I also have this, I muttered as I showed her a device with a red button on it. She breathed nervously. What does that do? I don't want to know either.
Well,
I'll show you.
She's curious.
I'll show you. I set it to the lowest setting and pressed the button. She yelped in surprise and tears fell from her eyes. As you can see, it electrocutes you. I'm going to put it on the highest setting. I will shock you with it if you anger me. It will hurt. It will hurt so much more than anything you've ever been hurt by.
Damn.
Master, what are we going to do on this planet?
Why do you sound
she
so
questions.
aroused reading that?
Because
Trying to get into character.
Yeah, I'm getting into character. Fuck.
Oh my god, this is what acting does to you.
Yep. I have booked something special. You will allow me to do whatever I want to you while the public watches. I told her. She sighed and slowly nodded. Other people may want to do things to you, but only if I allow them. Oh no, your family's home.
Just keep going.
I reached into my pockets. One more thing. I pulled out handcuffs.
It's almost done.
I stood behind her and clamped her wrists together. Tightly. Perfect. I grabbed the other... Wait, sorry. I whispered into her ear, biting hard on her earlobe. That sounds disgusting. I grabbed the other end of the lead and pulled her forcefully toward the door. She choked from the sudden tightness. I opened the door. It looked like a normal Earth street. It was quite dark and many men were pulling their women along by their leads. I stroked Clara's backside with my free hand, and she winced in pain. Still hurting, huh? She nodded. Good. I growled as I moved my hand. Clara's breath hitched and her eyes widened as she breathed in the aphrodisiac in the air. Don't look at any other man with the same look you give me, or I will shock you. Yes, Master, she whispered as we started walking down the street. She tried her best to keep her eyes on me or on the floor. End of chapter 3. I can't be bothered with the next one.
Nathan, we all have to.
Stay calm.
Fuck off.
Oh my god. That's so much worse than 5 Sexy Nights at Freddy's. And I can't even remember what happened in that.
A load of gay sex.
Oh my god.
A load of cocksucking and coming.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it? I'm just reading the...
Can you read this one this time?
No, I'm just reading the chapter contains. Chapter 4. Chapter contains heavy bondage, extreme knife play, oral, anal beads, whipping, and exhibitionism. Oh no.
You read it to me this time.
I'm done. I'm not reading it now. I'm fucking done. Next session.
Thank goodness the reflection is on my bloody glasses, because you do not want to see what my eyes look like right now.
He's crying.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna end that there. I'm gonna fucking watch Doctor Who. Not with the 12th Doctor and Clara. Probably David Tennant. Probably to David Tennant.
Someone's probably made bondage between him and Rose and him and Donna. I do not want to imagine Donna in that predicament.
I don't know. I might watch that, or I might watch Arrow. I'm fucking done.
Or Buffy.
I'm not watching fucking Buffy
Can we
now.
please
It's
watch-
too late.
Why not?
It's too late.
It's only 10:30.
I will not pay attention at this time of night.
Yes, you... What, you pay attention to bloody Arrow?
I probably wouldn't, I should know. Arrow's so shit so far. But I like it.
I watched the first episode and I gave up. Just like I gave up during the 3rd season of bloody The Fosters.
I will probably just put this story in the description anyway.
So you could read chapter fucking 4 yourself.
We'll read it. There's only 6 chapters so far.
Like, I am not reading
It was
anymore.
last updated on the 20th, 7 days ago. Okay. And it was published on the 19th. So this guy fucking put 6 chapters out in a day.
So it's been weeks since he bloody uploaded.
He said he is doing the next one. He messaged me. Okay then. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.
What's wrong?
Regeneration energy is in her anus.
No, it's in his hand.
Oh, thank goodness, I imagined it inside her anus.
He's not fucking put it in his hair.
Wait, what? Did he just fist her?